Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube. My name is Nur Muhammad from Anywash, and we are back with my another video called the watch collection revisited video. So this time around, the subject for a something like a long term video review is my Seiko Monster SRP313K1, right? So, or better known of this. Some people call this the Dracula. Some people call this the Monster Blood Teeth, or because of that red colored indices, or red outer line of these indices are in red. So that is why they call it with so many names. But yeah, for me, this is for me. Other than the orange second gen Monster, this for me is the second best. Maybe for me at least, it is the best Seiko Monster design in all the generations that they have, right? So if you guys don't know, this Seiko Monster starts with the Gen 1 with that orange color. I think they call it SKX something. I don't remember, and I don't have that one, and I don't really want to get that one because it is using the 7S26 movement. So after that, it is succeeded by this second generation Monster, which is using this 4R36 movement. So that for me is what I see in a dive watch, because it has that hand winding and hacking capability. And after that, it is being succeeded by the third generation Monster, which is doubles the price, right? So makes it a bit more expensive at about $500, and it is using the 6R15 movement, which is not as good as the 4R36 movements, right? So I've had a few of those 6R15 movement in all these years, and I think they are much more and not really accurate compared to the 4R36. So that is why I didn't really bother to get that the third gen, because of course it is expensive and it's not really that much better compared to the second generation. But when the fourth generation came in, they've come up with something like this. Right, so this is my SRPG, was it 57K1? This is the STO, Stave the Ocean Antarctica version. So when they come out with this, they totally change the design language of this Seiko Monster to something a lot more mature, in my opinion, right? So when you see the design of the Seiko Monster, you will definitely see that this is the only thing that something that only Seiko can do, right? So some subscriber asked me why you don't have an SKX, right? So for me, the SKX is not really that unique, because it does resemble somewhat like a sub, for example, right? So of course it is unique, so there are tons of fans all over the world talking about the SKX, but I just not a fan of that design. But the Monster, yeah, it definitely hits my soft spot in my opinion, and I just love because of the design of this. It looks very, very sporty. It looks very, very toolish, right? So when they come up with this fourth generation, so they somehow soften the design language a bit. So gone are these what do you call this, these ribs here, and they go for something a lot more slick, a lot more subtle here, and a lot more mature. And of course they added the Cyclops here, which for me is okay, because my eyesight is going not really good anymore, so in the past year, right? So let's talk a bit about the price of this particular piece, right? So when I've got this somewhere in 2014, it cost me around like 150 or 160 US dollars, which is at that point of time in 2014, $1 is equals 3 ringgit, right? So Malaysia ringgit 3. But now $1 equals 4.5, so that is quite a big jump. And if you are to get this Seiko Monster Gen 2, you are going to definitely fall out more than $500 if you can find a good example, right? So yeah, that is how this this Seiko has progressed, and I think this is definitely my keeper, because this is the first ever Seiko diver that I've bought for myself, and I think I just love it for what it is, right? So anyway, so let's just do quite a long intro there, guys, so sorry about that. But I just for after 8 years, I still think that this is the greatest design that Seiko ever made for this Seiko Monster. But yeah, still, what do you guys think, right? So let's just check the dimensions, which is quite difficult because we have this a bit of a crown guard here. So let's just measure it over here, where we have no crown guard. So let's just over there. So that is about All this while I thought that this is a 42.7, so 42.6 millimeters in diameter, although I thought it is 42. Right, so thickness at about, so including this bezel, is 13 millimeters, which is typical for dive watches, right? So the lug to lug is about 47.7, so that is 47.6. That is still very good. And the lug width is 20 millimeters, right? So yep, 20 millimeters. And I've took, I think, about 3 links out of this bracelet, and I've put, and for my 6.75 inch wrist, it is weighing at about 173 grams, right? So which is quite a heavy watch in my opinion, right? So of course you're not gonna have any sapphire crystal on this, because Seiko is using their hard crystal, which hard mineral crystal. And yeah, I've scratched a few, I think I've put a few dings on that sapphire on that hard crystal, but not that obvious. You can see here when I play around with the crystal, you can't really see them, but it is there, right? So there are a few scratches there, right? So this bezel, right? So metal, full metal insert. No, not full metal insert. Definitely is 316L stainless steel insert with this black enamel printing in these grooves here, and we have that triangle up there with the hard covered Lume pip, right? So, and we can see there are tons of battle scratches here, and of course I've had it for about 8 years, so that is to be expected, right? So, and the action of the bezel. You see that? Definitely there's a play, because yeah, I've not really that careful when it comes to tool watches, so that is why it has that little bit of play there. So anyway, so we have this scallop, can we call this scallop? So yeah, this grooves here, we have this groove pattern here for easy grip, and we have this, can I call this scallop design, so to match this bezel and also the case design. So polish in the side, so that groove here, right, this groove here at the case really collects dust, and some, if you don't clean it properly, you will see quite a lot of gunk here, so which is quite annoying, but yeah, still that is a design feature, right? So you can see tons of scratches on the case, on the brush case side here, because I swapped out this bracelet for quite a lot of straps over the years, and you can see quite a lot of scratches on this side, and there's also a few scratches on this side as well, not as bad as that one, right? So yeah, you see those gunks there, so I have no I really hate to clean those things, right? But still, it is my most worn watches for a few years, right? So we have a little bit of a, what do you call this, crown guard here, where we have this protruding thingy, and we have this knurling on the crown, which is a brush, or is it bit blasted? Yeah, I think that is bit blasted, and we have quite a nice knurling here. The screw down crown works really nice after 8 years of wear, which is very good. And one thing, so yeah, you can adjust, first position. So you know what, let's just take it out of the danger zone first, right? So yeah, we are out of the danger zone. Let's just turn back to 1010, and boom, you can adjust the date wheel, right? So you can see that mine has a date wheel, the black date wheel with an Arabic numerals on the day wheel, so that means it's Arba is Wednesday, so I can just change the day to Thursday in English, and also Al-Khamis, which is on Thursday, and when it turns to Friday, it turns to white. The text of Al-Jum'ah is is Friday in Arabic, and it turns to red, which is very nice. So normally, right, so normally in the Arabic world, so Friday is a holy day where Muslim men goes to the mosque and perform our Friday prayers. So that is normally, for a Muslim country, Friday is a holiday for them, right? So that is why nice attention to detail on Seiko part. So very cool, right? So the black dial is featuring a matte black dial with that very nice shark tooth or Dracula tooth indices. We have that white lume and with these red borders, which is very cool. And of course, those chaptering are printed in silver color. So I don't see any misalignment on this chaptering, because I think the older Seikos have much better QC control over their latest products, right? So if you know this review, I really hate the alignment on this particular thing, because this bezel sucks. They don't align properly, but this one very nice, albeit we have that bit of play on the bezel, right? So the hands, right? So that is the Seiko Monster hand. So yeah, you can't fault that Seiko Monster hand. This is a unique design which has been recycled, used by Seiko on their many other models, right? So our hands is very it's long, and it touches even until the minute markers, and our hands is very bold, and we have this what you call this kite design, right? So, and we have this jet style second hands, which has loomed at the tip, and the second hands is all painted in black, right? So automatic diverse 200 meters, which means that this is an ISO certified movement. So yeah, very cool indeed, right? So at the back we have the case, the screw down case back with which annoyingly is a polished case back with that tsunami or logo, right? So of course, this being the air diver, I can't really remember what the air divers mean, of course. Yeah, and we have those serial number and things, right? So the bracelet, right? So the bracelet is of course unique to the Seiko Monster design, right? So you can see that we have this, what do you call this? It's not really an H link, so more like a reverse U here. We have this polished bits here, and U design here, and a polished center portion here. And the most annoying part about this second gen bracelet is that not in here but on this side, right? So you see that it tapers down a bit, but suddenly boom, it tapers like that. So this bit here is sometimes quite sharp, and it tapers down to 18 millimeters. So I don't really know why they did this. They should have, you know, designed it to become much more, you know, subtle in the taper. But yeah, this is what they did, right? So, and the class, I have took out the OEM class and I put it on this San Martin class because it has 6 micro adjust, and this feels way much better compared to the original class, right? So let's just put it on the wrist and see how it looks like before we do that obligatory Lume shot, right? So this is how a Seiko Monster Gen 2 looks on my 6.75 inch wrist or 17 centimeters wrist. Awesome dive watch, which for me this is much more iconic compared to the Seiko SKX, right? That's just me, guys. Don't hate me in the comment section below. That's just me, right? So anyway, so if ever Seiko is going to produce a 5th generation version of the Seiko Monster, I would definitely go for them, because I think they have, you know, one of the most unique design, not only by Seiko but also in the watch industry. So do tell me if you guys know something that is, you know, that is raw and that is looking very how do you call this, very tough looking design on any other dive watch maker. So if you guys know, please do let me know in the comment section below. So are you guys ready for the Lume check? 3, 2, 1, and boom. Yeah, that is the hallmark of the of Seiko Lume, right? So you can see that on the camera. So on the left side, the Seiko SRP, the Seiko Monster 2nd Gen, the Lume is a bit blue, but on the 4th Gen, the Lume is a bit green. So I've checked on by using my own eyeballs. Yeah, that is, you know, that is what I see. So yeah, that's kind of unique. So I've never compared these two together, and I've initially thought that both of these will go green, but you can see that the older Lume Bright is actually much more blue. So yeah, that is something, you know, interesting, right? So yeah, there you have it, guys. So this is my what do you call this, 8 years review or watch collection revisited video. So do you guys have your own Seiko Monster Gen 2, or which color do you have? Do you have the black one? Do you have the orange one? Do let me know in the comment section below. And do you think that this watch, this Seiko Monster design is much better compared to the Seiko SKX? Please do let me know also, right? So but of course, guys, if you guys are a Seiko fan or a Seiko SKX fan, do not hate me in the comment section, guys. So anyways, each to their own. So if you guys love your Seiko SKX, come on, yeah, let's just celebrate the difference between us, right? So if you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe and bye bye.